What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Chart Slayer here, and today you already know I'm about to bring out some tips and tricks for you guys. I really want to bring out some tricks that actually help me become successful in Forex trading. Like I said, I actually have not been trading Forex for the past 3 weeks now because I've been back testing my strategy over and over again. The reason why I've been back testing is because I want to feel more confident and I want to have little to no hesitation when it comes to my trading, and I'm getting that right now. Like, I've been going by the live market. I believe it's called forward testing or something around those lines, where you use the live market but you don't actually enter it into the trade. You just let it play out, and all of my trades have actually played to perfection after my back testing. So I'm getting really confident, really reassured with my strategy so far, and so good. But I want to give you guys some tips and tricks since I've been back testing, since the experience of me trading for 3 years. I really want to help you guys out. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, so I'm going to be bringing you guys 10 tips. I got my notes right here for you guys to look. So number 1 is the trend is your friend. I cannot stress how many times people go against the trend. Now, there's nothing wrong with going against the trend, but new traders don't know how to trade how to counter trend trade, right? They usually, and plus they're over leveraging out the gate anyway. So you want to really trend is your friend. If it's in a downtrend, you're only taking sales. If it's in an uptrend, you're only taking buys. It's that simple. All right, number 2, using indicators as a crutch. All right, you want to use indicators as a confirmation, not a crutch. All right, so for example, a lot of people enter off of indicators. Now, there's nothing wrong with it, but you just have to account that indicators are lagging. What I like to do is use indicators as a tool, as a confirmation, as one of my confluences for me to actually enter into the trade off price action. Okay, so I enter in trades off candlesticks. I don't enter in trades off of EMA crosses or MACD crosses or anything of those. Those aren't my entry criteria. That is my confirmation bias though. Okay, so I want you to really understand what I'm saying, that you want to 100% focus on having indicators be your confirmation and not your crutch. Okay. All right, so number 3 is ignore the noise. When you first get into trading, a lot of people aren't going to believe in exactly what you're doing. Trading can be a very lonely game. All right, this is a loner's game, but if you hang around the right people, it won't be like that. You always want to hang around with people who are better than you, so you can become better. But how does this relate to ignoring the noise? When you're around people that just hate on you and just say you're not going to do this, or I don't know if this is going to work, that's fine. That has nothing to do with you though. You want to ignore the noise, ignore the frustrations, ignore other people's life, and have tunnel vision to your success. That's all you need to have. If you have tunnel vision to your success, then you will reach your goals as fast as possible. All you need to do is do baby steps over and over and over again. Hit those steps every single day. Success is small habits on a daily basis for long periods of time. So I need you to really understand that in order for you to ignore the noise, in order for you to get to your success, you have to ignore the noise and have tunnel vision. All right, number 4 is having a 3-to-1 risk to reward. Now, there's nothing wrong with 2-to-1, but I definitely feel that there's something wrong with 1-to-1. Okay, 1-to-1, you can't make any profit with the 1-to-1 risk to reward unless you're over leveraging like hell and cutting your losses like a mug. All right, so 3-to-1 risk to reward is you're able to be a lot more conservative, a lot not hurting your account as much. You need to make sure that a 3-to-1 risk to reward, well, let me rephrase this. A 3-to-1 risk to reward helps you grow your account. If you take 3 wins in 1 loss, as long as that loss, as long as your lot size is to a degree where it's not hurting your account, like between I do 1%. So as long as it's 1% and you're going with your trades, you won't lose. If let's say for example, I have a 30 pip stop loss, right? What is a risk to reward? Let's just really break this down. Risk to reward is having your TP 3 times as much as your stop loss. So if I have a 30 pip stop loss, that means my TP is 90 pips. If I have a 50 pip stop loss, that means my TP is 150 pips. So hopefully hopefully you're understanding this. All we're doing here is having it. Let's say we hit 90 pips 3 times, right? That's 270 pips. If we lose one time, that's only 30 pips that we lost. We're still up 240 pips. It doesn't mean anything. That's the point of a risk to reward. Risk to reward is so crucial in order to grow your account, and it helps with your psychology. All right, number 5. This is such a crucial thing. People suck with this outside of risk to reward, is do not over leverage. All right, please stop over leveraging. Go to my FX book, go to position size calculator, and put in 1% and type in the stop loss, the pair, and whatever unit size that you have, and that will give you your lot size. You don't need to over leverage because you're trying to get rich quick. It's not gonna work. If you want to learn about how exactly the get rich quick mentality works, I have a video already up on my channel for you to watch. I'll put a link in the description, but make sure you do not over leverage. I cannot stress that you're going to keep blowing your account because you're over leveraging. Some of this has to do with lack of knowledge and who trains you, but the other half is your decision. So I need you to understand that I'm telling you now, so everything after what I'm telling you is your decision. Stop over leveraging. Number 6 is follow your trading plan. There are ample amount of opportunities as a new trader where you feel that you need to deter from your trading plan because of the fact of this might not work, this might not work, this might not work. No, don't try to fix what works already. Don't try to create new things that don't exist within the strategy. If the strategy says wait for a fib to get to 61.8 and then look for a candlestick or a pattern, enter into the trade, that's what you need to do. Don't say wait for 61.8 and then wait for 3 candlesticks as confirmations to enter into the trade, or wait for it to get to the 23 instead and then enter. No. The strategy says 61.8, then go to the 61.8 and look for 1 candlestick, pin bar, engulfing, whatever the case may be that gets you into the trade. But you also want your trading plan to be catered to your personality. Okay, when it comes to entering into a 61.8, what are your confirmations outside of mine, right? That will additionally give you confidence in entering into the trade. Don't alter the strategy. You can add confirmations to the strategy, but don't alter the entry criteria to the strategy, because everything is dealing with the personality. Because for example, I go by shooting stars, evening stars, engulfings, and pin bars. But you as a personality, as your personality, might not identify those. You might identify inside bars, railroads, dojis, whatever the case may be. That's your personality. You're not altering the strategy, but you're catering the strategy to your personality and what you see. Okay, because trading is all subjective. Okay, so let's make sure that you stick to the trading plan so you can reach new heights in your actual business trading career. All right, number 7 is identify your why. Now this should have been first, but you need to identify your why and really go hard with this. Now, identifying your why is the first thing you need to be writing down before you even write your trading plan. Your why needs to be like strong enough to make you cry. So what is my why? My why is I want to get if you guys didn't know, my father passed last year in August, the day after his birthday. Okay, so this is my why. My why is to be able to get anything that my dad could not. All right, my why is to be able to cater to my family, take care of my family, be the man, be the provider in my household, in my family, so I can make sure to keep my father happy and make sure that he is proud of me at the end of the day. That is my why. That is strong enough to make someone cry, at least for me, because of how the connection was between my dad and I. So I want you to really understand that your why has to be incredibly strong. It can't be the cliche whys that everyone else says. I want financial freedom. No, you don't. If you wanted financial freedom, you would have already had financial freedom. But you aren't changing your habits in order for you to reach financial freedom. You're not replacing your habits in order for you to reach financial freedom. You don't even know your why yet. So this is why I'm saying you need to have a why in place in order for you to get to the next level. All right, number 8, right, is study one currency pair. Now, what is my favorite currency pair? What is my one that I primarily stick to? That is Euro USD. Very consistent, very transparent. Now, you have to also stick with one currency pair. I promise you, you can become great with one currency pair. Now, for me personally, I have Euro USD, GBP USD, USD JPY, Those are primarily, and gold are my primarily 4 favorite pairs at this very moment that I've been focusing on that works well with my strategy. Now, the reason why I say stick to one currency pair is after back testing your strategy, you'll figure out what currency pairs work best for your strategy. And that's the pair that you need to figure out. So that's a way of understanding and figuring out how to get to that one pair and how to know which pair works for you. Which pair works for you is whatever works for your strategy. Okay, so let's make sure that connects with you. Number 9 is do not trade with your emotions. Okay, it's very important that you do not trade with your emotions, because this goes back to the video. If you guys haven't seen the video of how I lost $5,000 in less than 10 days, that video shows you and explains to you why exactly I lost $5,000, because I was emotional. All right, and I was following the hype, and you don't need to do that. Do not follow the hype. Do not become emotional in your trading. When you become emotional, even becoming too happy can affect your trading. You need to stay as neutral as possible so you can make calculated decisions while you're managing your trade. Okay, so do not be emotional, or do your best. I will say, a lot of people, and I want to make sure that I iterate this correctly. A lot of people say, hey, I can't control my emotions. Your job is not to control, it's to manage. All right, we're human, so of course emotions are sometimes going to be in the picture, but you need to be able to manage them. What steps or routines do you need to do in the morning or before trading that will align you to be neutral? Those are things you need to do. For me, it's certain songs that keeps me neutral. It's waking up at a certain time that keeps me neutral. So you need to be able to do the exact same thing to stay to not be emotional. All right, number 10 is back testing your strategy. I cannot stress how important this is. In order for you to build a trading plan, in order for you to even have a strategy that's one with you, in order for you to even remove the emotions, in order for you, in order for you to even understand risk to reward and everything, the source is back testing. The reason why you have problems, the reason why you have confidence issues with trading, or you hesitate with your trading, is because you have not back tested enough. You don't know your strategy off the back of your head. You can memorize it, but you cannot act or apply the strategy that you have yet if you're still hesitating. Now, there's nothing wrong with hesitating in regards to identifying what confirmations you need in order for you to enter. That's just a criteria. But hesitating in a way where you're like, should I enter? Should I not enter? What should I do? That's hesitation. And then you end up missing the trade. And what that does is creates a domino effect. You miss the trade. Now you want to play catch up and chase the market. Then you enter into the trade you shouldn't go into. Then you lose. Now you're like, oh my God, I lost the trade. Now you revenge trade. Then when you revenge trade, now it's like, oh, now you're just viewing this as an ongoing process where trading doesn't work. No, trading works. You don't work. And the source of that is back testing your strategy. So I need you guys to 100% back test your strategy. So family, that's all I got for you today. Like I said, if you guys want more information on how exactly, the mindset of get rich quick, how exactly how I lost $5,000, and you want to follow me on Instagram, definitely everything is in the description below. Family, if you want to learn the platforms that I use in order for me to trade on the foreign exchange market, TradingView, my broker, all of that is also in the description. So I want you guys to really understand that everything you need is in that descripto. All right, so I'm here for you guys. I will catch you guys next Wednesday at 11 a.m. and family, I will catch you guys at the beach of the bank. Peace out.